Okie dokie. So, hey everybody, I'm couple of minutes late getting here, trying to take care of everything because it is the most stressful time of the year. Now, I love Christmas just like everybody else. I am 95% through with Christmas shopping, I think. Now it's at the point of, and this is what I typically do. I don't know how y'all Christmas shop, but for me, this is how I Christmas shop, is I typically will, hi Colleen, I will typically take and shop early to make sure I get everything on everybody's list. And then I will, excuse me. Then I will take and buy little things along the way that I find that I'm like, oh, they'll love that. Oh, they'll love that. So that is typically what I do. Hey, Rosie, your package shipped out Monday, so you should get it in the next couple of days. Hopefully, as long as the mail runs things correctly. I don't know. Oh, there comes an ambulance. Y'all hear it? I don't know if y'all can hear it on the live like we can in person. Like, it's kind of weird. Hi, Latrina. But yeah, so we're getting everything ready for Black Friday. So I did want to go ahead and show y'all, especially the ones of y'all who are here for lives. I wanted to kind of show you one of the things that is a giveaway that you will get either if you come in store or if you go online, and it is a complete little koozie kit. So there are 3 little colors of vinyl in here, plus the koozie, and we will upload the SVGs so you'll have them available on the website for free. I think we're going to do 4 or 5 SVGs for that. So that's one of the things. One. And we have, I think, 1,000 kits to give out. It may be more. So, and probably next Tuesday, since it's the week of, we're slowly letting y'all know what is going on. One reason why we don't want to release everything too early is then, you know, you get people who copy what you're doing. So, but Black Friday is going to be massive. There's great giveaways for different, you know, and then we have some drawings too. So for like a huge thing, huge. I don't want to give too much away, so I'm like, figure out how to say it without giving too much away. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where we are on everything. But that's where we are. Sorry, I'm going a little bit cuckoo. I don't know how y'all are, but as I said, like, Christmas time has got me going crazy, like literally going crazy. If you work in retail or have ever worked in retail, this time of year is nuts. And I'm hoping that it's good because, you know, and this is one thing I will honestly tell you, and I try to shop as many small businesses and independent places as I possibly can, because the pandemic has hurt everybody. And I mean, I know everybody else is hurting too, but if you're doing okay, I recommend trying to shop small, independent, because it's helpful, you know? Like, I know it's easy, and you know, I'm speaking from my heart with this. I know it's easy to go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or whoever and get vinyl. Well, they're big corporations. They don't get hurt as bad as, you know, small companies whenever things like this happen. And things like this have happened a lot for us. And this is also a thank you. Like, that's part of the reason why I'm making everything so big, is because I have a lot of you that order all the time, that, you know, y'all are commenting, y'all are here for all the videos and all that. And that matters. That's so important. Thank you, Catherine. Those things are so important. And I want to make sure that, you know, that I do say thank you. And this is something that I can do that's a way to give back, you know, where there's a lot of giveaways. And the thing with it is even if you don't purchase, like the SVGs that we're creating for the koozies will be something that you will be able to still download. You will still have access to it. So if that makes sense, you see what I'm saying? So everyone, whether you can or can't, will have access. And I just want to make sure people understand. I do understand that, you know, there's still uncertainty with everything. A lot of uncertainty. So let's just hope for the best outcome, you know. Who knows? Will it keep going? Just keep swimming. Camille, typically use Oracal 651, but there is Stencil Vinyl, and it's Oracal 8510, I think. We sell it on the website, so it kind of just depends on what you're doing. The Oracal stencil material is great. It's just not super sticky. So if you're doing like with my printer's cleaning. If you're doing like etching and stuff like that, I prefer something that's stickier, so that way the Oracal doesn't seep under the edges, or not the Oracal, the etch cream doesn't seep under the edges, so you get nice smooth lines. But again, it kind of just depends on everything. It looks orange in this light. I just swapped cameras, so this is a little bit different camera. So y'all got to tell me if you like this one better. It is definitely more wide angled than the other one, but I do think that it's a little bit clearer, I think. So you got to let me know what y'all think. And it may be I need to play with color adjustments, because color, like what glitter HTV is my favorite color or my favorite brand? Yeah, I should put a bundle like that together. But the thing is, Colleen, that changes all the time. Okay, so that, again, it kind of just depends on the projects that I'm doing. But black, Galaxy Black is probably my favorite basic color. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like regular black, but I like anything that has like the rainbow glitters in it. Oh, I could do a seasonal Betsy's favorite. Maybe I should do that. We'll see if we can get that done before Black Friday. I make no guarantees, because it is, you know, crazy. But yeah, I can probably throw something like that together. I found Coke Zeros. And yes, Colleen, I appreciate you calling about that the other day. You just happened to call the day that we had went to, I think it's Target. Yeah, I went to Target. And they had drinks. So I was able to buy, I bought like 12 packs, because I like to have my drinks. And we were down to literally like 6 bottles. And like every time we would go to the store, we couldn't find it. It was crazy. Yeah. So you just have, I guess that maybe they had been stocking up several places. So yeah, that was the reason why. It was like, that's awesome. But yeah, no, other than that, so Tom Thumb, that is like the cutest name for a grocery store. That is the cutest name. So is that like a local grocery store? Or is that like something that's bigger. Like, because I know for us, we got like Market Basket, which is like a small local chain. And then we have like HEB, which is a full-on Texas store, which if you've never shopped at an HEB, trust me, you'll be surprised at what we sell at the grocery store. Okay, so I understand in Albertsons. We used to have an Albertsons. It didn't last very long. People in Texas, we are diehard about our HEBs. Let me tell you. It has everything under the sun, and prices are reasonable, and it's easy to get to. Because, you know, especially when you're like me, who now it's not so bad, but, you know, like for a while there, it was like I have 2 teenagers and a boy that's in sports. It was, you know, feed. But yeah, and like this time of year, I don't know how y'all are, but like for me, I take and cook like a big thing on Sunday, so that way it's easier for the rest of the week. So this Sunday, because it's kind of chilly. Yes, Catherine, it is your one-stop shop. We did chicken tortilla soup. Now, if y'all have never had chicken tortilla soup, it's amazing. Cameron just said it's gross. You hear me? This is what I got to deal with. He doesn't like it, but it's good. But you got to make sure you get enough flavor in there, because some people, when they make their chicken tortilla soup, it ends up very, very brothy and not enough flavor of like, because I put a lot of Rotel and I put a lot of taco seasoning in mine to give it that extra oomph. Do we need to get you sour cream, Cameron, to put in your chicken tortilla soup? Do you want me to make gumbo?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'll make gumbo this week or next week. So yeah. And we're Southern and we're Cajun, so gumbo is a must. I don't know, Sooner fan. Maybe they might one of these days go to Oklahoma. You know, like Buc-ee's is another one of those Texas staples. And they have one in Alabama now. I think it's Alabama. But yeah, Buc-ee's, if you ever drive, let me tell you something about Buc-ee's. Let me tell you something about, if you're ever driving through Texas and you need to go to the bathroom and there's Buc-ee's nearby, go to Buc-ee's, because it is the best restrooms you will ever see. And it's in a gas station. Janet, my recipe for chicken tortilla soup is pretty simple. I take a big old stock pot, about 5 pounds of chicken, 6 boxes of chicken broth, typically, the big boxes. And we kind of just do it to taste. I'll typically use like 6 packets of taco seasoning and then 2 of the big cans of Rotel. Yes. And then we'll take 2 of the big cans of corn that are the same size as the Rotel and 4 smaller cans of black beans. Rinse your black beans and your corn off, like put it in your colander and rinse it off real good. And then you can add it to the soup. You don't drain the Rotel, and it is delicious. And it's one of those things where you kind of keep it, like, it's not really a recipe. What I do is like, I taste it and I'm like, oh, it needs this. You know, I'm that kind of cook. That's why I'm chunky, because I love to eat. But gumbo, oh yeah, I make a darn good chicken and sausage gumbo. But that is a little bit harder to, see, Nadia's commenting that she wants gumbo. But that's a little bit harder to tell you a recipe for, because I make my roux and stuff from scratch. So it takes forever. But that's what makes it so good. Chicken tortilla soup is one of those things that's so easy to throw together, you know. But anytime I make anything that's like a chicken-based soup, I'll prefer chicken breast. So I let it boil all day because that's the only way you get it where it's like stringy enough. You know what I mean? Hopefully this makes sense to people because I know this is a crafting channel and we're talking about food, but it's the only way that it gets stringy enough where it isn't too much hunks of meat. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing like I do with chicken and dumplings. Oh, I make a good chili too. You could do your chicken breast in an Instapot. I have an Instapot. It's just typically, I never even think about pulling the thing out, especially whenever it comes to this kind of thing. Like I throw everything, like I start and literally we boil chicken all day. It's always, and it seems like it's always on a Sunday. And in this time of year, it's soups and stews and stuff like that. So it's really good. I have to look and see if I have my recipe for chili so I can share that. But yes, I make a good chili, but we don't do beans in our chili. I don't know how Ohio is, but down here in Texas, we don't do beans in chili. That's just wrong. You never put beans in chili. And we will do a homemade chili for like hot dogs. Oh, Susan, you speaking of sides, I found on Facebook the other day this recipe and I sent it to my mother-in-law. It is for a sweet potato souffle thing. Let's see if I can find it because it sounded so good. And I also saw that there is did you know Best Made Pickles, which they're awesome pickles, has a whole pickle store in Fort Worth? I just found this out. I have a view, Latrina, I have a video on how to do the earrings on the Cricut. But yeah, no, this is like a sweet potato souffle. I'll see that. And I'll tell y'all the recipe because this sounded so good. Yes, I want to do a road trip to Fort Worth because I want to go to the pickle store. I love pickles. Like, nobody can argue with me about pickles. But we just ain't doing much traveling now. I need to turn this down so that way I don't get demonetized for playing someone else's video. But it looked so good. So you need sweet potatoes. There you go. And you boil them. And you beaten eggs, sugar, cream, melted butter, vanilla, salt, self-rising flour. So you mix it all together. Oh, no, not bread and butter, Susan. You mix that with the potatoes and then you put it in a pan. Like, so it makes it kind of fluffy. See, like this. Dill pickles are the only way to go. I don't like a sweet pickle. I love dill pickles and sour pickles. And then see cinnamon, sugar, and pecans, and it melts and makes a crust. So good. This doesn't have the recipe though. Like I wish it had the recipe. So I need to look up a recipe for sweet potato souffle. Well, happy birthday, Gabriel. I'm hoping I'm saying that. Welcome to adulthood. It's a whole lot of fun. Yes, a big old kosher dills. Now, my favorite kind of pickles, I love Best Made and Del Dixie. They're like these big, like the kind of pickles that you get at a soccer game or any like concession stand. Those big old sour dill pickles are the best. But I also love Clausen's are some of my favorites. So good. So good. But I just bought, and I haven't opened them yet. I've got some special pickles that I bought at H-E-B that was made like in the state of Texas. That's where a lot of things at H-E-B come from that I need to try that looked delicious. Absolutely delicious. But yeah, hopefully Gabriel has a wonderful day. Hopefully you spoil him with like ice cream cake or something. See, in our family, it's either... Like for me, I'm good with all kinds of cake, but my favorite is red velvet. Red velvet is everything to me. And if I can go to Cheesecake Factory and get red velvet cheesecake, it is the best, absolute best. That is like my favorite dessert ever is Cheesecake Factory red velvet cake. because it is cheesecake and red velvet and white chocolate and everything else that you want in a cake. And it is wonderful. My favorite thing in the world. Hey, see, Cameron, you always ask me what my favorites are. That is one thing I can definitely say is a favorite, that there's nothing that trumps that to me. But like in our household, like my husband loves ice cream and he loves cookies and cream ice cream. So he likes an ice cream cake for his birthday or whatever. But like our family also loves to get Great American cookies for birthday, like as cakes. Well, thank you, Carolyn. So he's in Arizona. I'm sorry that y'all are so far apart right now. Latrina, okay, so you need to make sure your mat is good and sticky. So if it's not good and sticky, I would tape it down. Because if it moves, then it's not going to cut. Yes, there is a Best Made Pickle store in Texas, in Fort Worth. If you're interested in looking it up, it's there. Like the next time, because we typically go to sign shows and stuff in Fort Worth every year. We didn't this year. We haven't gone anywhere. But hopefully we'll get to go again soon. And then I'll get to go to the pickle store. Because I want to go to the pickle store. Because, as I said, I adore pickles. Love pickles. It sounds so bad when you say it like that, but I do. And I'm very particular about my pickles. Like I will eat... I'm not like, I don't like a sweet pickle. There's just something wrong with a sweet pickle, at least in my mind. I don't like sweet pickles, but I also don't like I love green olives, like your standard manzanilla. I think that's how it's called. Green olives with the pimentos. Thanks, Nadia. But I don't like black olives at all. But here's another weird thing that y'all may or may not know about me is like, as much as I love pickles, I hate cucumbers. Cannot eat a raw cucumber to save my life. I hate them. Think they're disgusting, but love pickles. Like I am so far all over the map. It is not even funny. Like I don't even know how else to say it. So anyways. But yeah, no. Oh, thank you. I got in the Melt Beetlejuice collection. That's what that big box down there is on the floor. So I'm super excited about it. I am uploading the video as we speak of me testing it out. And this is the waiting room palette. See? Okay, Rhonda. That makes me feel better that not like some people are like that. Yeah, Nadia has a YouTube channel now. So she's doing, like y'all, if you don't know, I have a second channel. Latrina, I typically just use plain old Scotch tape. It works fine for me. But you need like the good Scotch tape. You want to make sure it's sticky enough to hold it in place. But so I love makeup. Makeup does not always love my pocketbook, but I love makeup. And Nadia has gotten into makeup. Simply You, my makeup video is still editing because like I literally, whenever I was filming the video and stuff for the Melt collection, like we had fire trucks and all kinds of stuff. So it just drove me insane. But anyways, but yeah, no, I just published the makeup video. But Nadia is getting into makeup like I am. And so she decided to start doing, because my second channel, as I said, is all about makeup. So she's doing the same kind of thing. Because here's the way that I look at it, especially for us, because I don't know how often I get told, you had too much makeup for one person. Well, honestly, if you look at my makeup collection, it typically isn't just for one person. Because even though I have a lot, I use it on myself. I use it on Nadia. I use it on my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law. If there's a special occasion, I do makeup on everybody. And then I give it away. If you want your makeup done, I'll do your makeup. I would love pickled flavor popcorn. That's awesome. Because one of my favorite flavors, like in chips and stuff like that, is salt and vinegar. So, but yeah, no. But I ordered Christy's collab with Colourpop. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's been going like all day. I mean, literally, you can ask the kids. Like, I had to film and edit because everything kept going wrong with it. Everything kept going wrong with it. Because there was so much noise. And the thing is, like, this is okay. So we live small town USA, and I film at my shop. Y'all know this. Whether it be the videos for this channel or there's a pickle dust for popcorn. Where do you find this magical stuff, Colleen? I need to know about pickle dust. Is it on Amazon? Where do I find this? You can't just grind up a pickle. So someone said squeeze. Okay, so squeeze pickle juice on it. I wonder if I got like one of those like vinegar bottles and put pickle juice in that and then sprinkled it on popcorn. But I still want to know about this pickle dust. That pickle dust, and yeah, that's like my thing. Because, okay, Twang, if y'all have ever seen Twang, it's like salt and like they either sell it in like the little individual like foil packets. And what Christmas episodes right now? We're on Christmas season 3. Oh, I eat the Cajun dill taters. I like those. Yes. So Karen, you need to go to watch season 3. That is the newest season. So like, that's why it's like the first season, it doesn't say season. Season 2 is, oh, I love deep fried pickles. That is amazing. Oh, yep. Ketchup for Cameron. I bet you tried ketchup powder. But anyways, we live small town USA. Our town is 17,000 people. It's tiny. It's a little thing, it is what it is. So we live here, little place, and typically most days, nothing is going on, Some days we're busy, but most of the time it's small town USA. What do you expect? I mean, again, it's tiny. So there's not a lot of traffic or anything like that, except if it's a Saturday, because it is what it is. But let me tell you, today was crazy. Like, we had ambulances, fire trucks, and like they're building a new shop across the street. So they had like 18 wheelers, and oh yeah, we're on to except for hurricanes, because hurricanes that's always. They don't do deep fried pickles at our Sonic anymore. Now, when I lived in Oklahoma, that's how I got attached to deep fried pickles, because at their Sonics, they do deep fried pickles. But they don't here. It's funny because one of the best places to get deep fried pickles that have a really good batter is Hooters. They have amazing deep fried pickles. And they actually still really have good hot wings. But my favorite place to get hot wings is Wingstop. They make them fresh. I love Wingstop. Love Wingstop. But yeah, like, as I said, typically what we go through around here is like nothing. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're going to make your day crazy. And, when you're talking about like the Melt collection, that is a huge collection of makeup. It is a huge thing that I had to talk about. So there's 2 eyeshadow palettes, 3 liquid lips, 3 regular bullet lipsticks, a mascara, brushes, all kinds of stuff. And I have to talk about price, So, and I'm the type of person, like, typically when I film it all in one take. I am not good about stopping and starting and stopping and starting. So I stopped and restarted. Restarted. Like, literally, like, to get the intro portion of the video down, it was like nuts. But yeah, I mean, I'm still happy with how it came out, Well, we're eating leftover chicken tortilla soup tonight. I'm sure you'll hear Cameron gripe in a second because we are doing. Yeah. Well, no, one of the things I love with mustard, now, if you're not Southern, you may not know what this is, Boudin. Okay, so Boudin. I love it at the fairs and all that kind of stuff. In certain Cajun restaurants, you can get Boudin balls. You got to get good Boudin balls. I make them at home too. So you can take at HEB, Market Basket, local grocery stores. You can get Boudin without the casing. So they'll list it as like rice dressing. And you roll it up. You egg wash it and put it in like fish fry and fry them up. That is one of the best things in the world. And dip them in mustard. Dip them in mustard. Yes, Roberta, we're talking about food. I'm telling y'all about all my things. Because, you know, if you live in the South, everything's better when it's deep fried, you know. Last night, we went to dinner, me and Jeremy and Jeremy's parents, because we had to talk about some stuff. We went to the place that's close to us. It's new. It's called Doc's Yard House. The French fries that they did there, let me tell you about these, because they were so good, because we got a burger. They deep fry their French fries. Then they take and put shredded cheese, queso. Then they put bacon, and you can, like, I didn't get the sour cream or the candied jalapenos because I don't like sweet jalapenos. But yeah, so good. So good. Yeah, no. See, Sooner fam, Boudin's good on the grill. But if you've never tried a Boudin ball, you're missing out. Boudin balls are the bomb. So good. And dip them in mustard. Yeah, the lemon pepper wings from Wingstop are good, but I like to get the Cajun style because I like things that are spicy. You know, if it ain't making, yes, I use my air fryer all the time, Colleen. All the time. Love my air fryer. And one of the great things about having an air fryer is like, okay, so you know, if you go out to eat or whatever and you have French fries or anything like that that's fried, like fried okra or whatever, and you bring it home, well, it's never any good reheated. Well, with the air fryer, you can reheat it and it's good. I love the air fryer. And like used to, I actually had like the Fry Daddy deep fry. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's like that big and you can deep fry just about anything in it. I used to have one of those, but since the air fryer, I don't need it. And it's also great for corn dogs. We buy at the grocery store like those State Fair corn dogs, the all beef ones, and keep them in the freezer because, you know, I'm busy. The kids are busy. Jeremy's busy. So we have to have things that are easy to fix for dinner. So we keep those in there and they're easy to throw in the air fryer. And it makes them just as crispy and good as you could at, you know, frying them regular. But I will tell you this, there is in Bridge City, which is a town pretty close to us, they have a corn dog stand out at Walmart. And they make these amazingly hand-battered corn dogs. If you love corn dogs, they are the best. And it's at a Walmart in Bridge City. Like, it's the most random thing. But, I mean, like, they always have a line and everything because people love going and getting corn dogs from Walmart in Bridge City. But, so it's almost like, you know, state fair or fairground corn dogs where they're hand-battered in front of you. So good. So good. But yeah, that's kind of where we are on everything. Lots and lots of things. I would tell you this. I was wearing the purple lip paint trip from Melt and Electric paint. And it's like a deep purple, almost black. It has stained my lips like this pretty pink color. Oh yeah, good corn dogs are something amazing. Like there are certain things, like if you go to the fair or a carnival that are necessities. Like we like the Heritage Festival. It's a local fair we have here in Maryland. A funnel cake. I love a good funnel cake. I love a good funnel cake. Covered in powdered sugar. One of the best things ever. But yeah, no. That's the kind of things we like. And that's why I have to struggle to put on my jeans. But no, it's okay. You know, I'm hoping that once everything gets kind of calmed down and I can get back to work. You don't know what a funnel cake is, Colleen?
What?
Okay. Funnel cake. It's like, what is a pronto puff?
Oh, what?
Is that like a corn dog, I'm guessing? Okay, so funnel cake is like, it's fried batter. It's kind of like pancake batter, but not exactly. And it's deep fried. And it's like, they use like a funnel to put it in the grease, and it makes it kind of swirly. Then they take it out of and then they coat it in powdered sugar. So good. Okay, so a pronto puff is the same thing as a corn dog. I've never heard it called that. Yes, funnel cakes are awesome. Right now it's 15% off, Latrina. Everything. So, anyways, that's kind of where we are on everything, you know. This is part of the reason why I love lives, y'all. I love getting to sit here and talk to y'all. Like, this is so much fun to me. And I love that y'all don't care whether we're talking about vinyl or we're talking about food or whatever. But I also think that these are enjoyable because that's a great way to get to know each other. Yes, Julius, green olives only. Only green olives. And let me tell y'all a trick, and y'all might not know this. Okay, so I love green olives. I buy them by the jar, and I'll sit and like pour a bowl of them and eat them. Can't eat too much of them. The Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette is a great palette. Colleen, I would wait till Black Friday to place your order. Just so you know. And that's a tip I'm telling y'all. But so I'll get a bowl of olives. We have 3 cats. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't like black olives. You want to know how to get a cat to love you? No, all the cats come running for the olives. Green olives are like catnip to cats. Don't know why. Like, they will roll on the ground. It's the cutest thing ever, but they love green olives. Like, they come running anytime I pull them out. What is your makeup brand? Right now I am wearing, for foundation, this is the Beauty Blender foundation. I have Physicians Formula bronzer on. Eyes are Melt for blush and highlight. Concealer is e.l.f. Powder is Too Faced. Lips are Melt. Once Craftsmas is over, we will be offering some more like private lessons to be able to be offered. Just right now, yeah. Oh yeah, Rhonda, I love all kinds. Yeah, Simply You. I would definitely recommend the Too Faced palette. It was good. Yeah, no, I play with all kinds of makeup. That's what all that is back there, if you're wondering. On that shelf, that is all my makeup. And the stuff on the top 3 rows are all eyeshadow palettes. Thank you, Latrina. I like talking to y'all too. And like a lot of y'all have known for, y'all know, y'all watched me for a while. But yeah, no, eyeshadows are my favorite thing. Favorite. And I like playing with them all. Like these, I know what I'm talking about. If you want is the lipstick that won't budge. Okay, so this is the electric paint from Melt. I just put these on. Well, I didn't just put these on my hands. These have literally been on my hands, and I have washed my hands like 12 times. They're So they're much brighter, but they stain your lips and your hand, apparently. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I will probably do a special live on Thanksgiving. So that way we can talk about all the sales and all the stuff that's going on. So be ready for that. And if you can't catch it live, I mean, I'll put out the ads and stuff like that. But I think that watching the videos is always the best way to kind of see what's going on, because it's going to be big. As I said, it's going to be big. We've been planning it for a while because last year sucked because we had the TPC explosion. So, you know, got to keep going. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, I am going to cut this off here. My throat is starting to hurt. I literally have been talking all day because trying to film videos and things not wanting to work, y'all know. So I will see y'all next Tuesday for sure. But you know, there will be videos in between then, but for live. But I guess that's it. So we'll see y'all later. Good night, y'all. Bye.